Hi, my name is Casey Whitfield, Territory Manager for ASCO Equipment. Today I'm going to walk you through the new Case TR340B compact track loader. Starting at the front of the machine, this machine is equipped with a manual coupler. You have two handles here to unlock your bucket and lock. Optional on this machine, you can get a hydraulic quick disconnect coupler that you can release from inside the cab without having to get out and unlock your bucket. Moving over to your hydraulics, this machine is equipped with standard hydraulics currently. Optional, you can get high flow with an enhanced high flow option to run heavier duty mulchers and cold planers, which you would also use your front electrics to use those functions as well. Moving over to the undercarriage on this machine. This is a dozer style undercarriage equipped with 17.5-inch Camso tracks. On this dozer undercarriage, our carriage is bolted to the machine versus welded, so you could easily replace it if something were to happen to this undercarriage. The only thing you as an owner or operator would have to do for this undercarriage to maintain it is making sure your tracks are tensioned within this cover. Shoot some grease in. We have less moving parts than our competitors, so very little maintenance for you. So again, this is a TR340B. It's a track machine with a radial lift, 3,400 pound safe operating capacity. The radial lift on this machine is made for more ground engaged activity, such as digging and pushing, grading, prying, breaking up concrete and hard materials. In this cover here, service to the battery, very easy to get to. Here we have a cover that covers up the oil filter and your remote drain lines. Moving to the rear of the machine, easy to open hood latch. So Case prides itself on serviceability of this machine, of all their equipment. All of your filters and daily checks are grouped in certain areas. You have an easy reminder of your daily grease points. You have your oil check drain stick here, your diesel fuel fill here, your secondary and primary fuel filters, easy to get to. Your air filter check is here. You can easily take this cover off and change your air filters. We have a quick disconnect with a jump port, easy to get to. You can shut this machine off on a job site and lock it up. You have your hydraulic fill, and then you have your depth fill. This machine is a 90 horsepower, which is creating some of the highest torque and breakout forces in the industry. So this machine is equipped with a heavy-duty rear door with angled louvers to protect the radiator from any rebar or materials getting in and poking a hole. Also have rear lights, so if you're having to work in the dark, you have visibility around this machine. The new rear view camera on this machine helps with that sight behind you. Proudly built in the USA, Wichita, Kansas. Again, moving around the front, the radial lift arms, you have less linkage points of damage. The radial lift machine, also on Case machines, you have the pucks, where if your arms are down on the pucks, you're pushing your forces through the machine versus through your arms and your bushings, so you have less wear and tear. So with this Case machine serviceability, you can raise the arm, lock your boom. This cab is very easy to raise so that you can check your undercarriage hoses for any damages or leaks, or clean underneath the machine as well. There's two bolts in the back, or two nuts in the back. You loosen those off. You walk around to the front, step up, and you can pull this cab forward very easily, and it'll lock itself in place. Most of our competitors, the cab raises forward or up from the front, and you still have to crawl underneath the cab to get to any of the components that you would want to check or work on. So getting into the cab, Case is known for the lowest entry in the industry. Very easy to get in and out of. You don't have high step down to get into this machine. It's a wide area. They've moved the cup holders and changed the controls to be a little more ergonomic and out of the way, more comfortable for the operator. Padded lap bar. You also have a seat belt. This machine is very easy to adjust as well. You can move the seat forward so that you can get more up into the front of your machine to see what you're working with different attachments or, your bucket edges. Another huge point that the Case machines have versus the competition is 360-degree view of around you, sight lines in this machine. The screen lines are very thin. We have sliding glass here to protect the operator, but you can also move them back so you can talk to your workers and communicate without them being in front of the machine. New to the Case B series compact track loaders and skid loaders, Case has incorporated a new 8-inch LCD screen. Shows you all your real-time data, fuel rate, fuel usage, hours on the job. You can set different trip meters for each job, so you know how long you were on the job, what to bill for this machine. With a split view rear view camera on this machine, you still have accessible view to your fuel gauges, battery, temperatures, and RPMs on this machine. From this screen, you can still easily adjust your controls per operator. You can set in different settings for different operators. You can turn a novice operator into a pro in a matter of a few touches of a button. This new post that comes on the B series skid steers and compact track loaders is very easy to operate. In the past, there was a series of 4 buttons on this machine that wasn't very intuitive to the operator to change the controls. New to this post is the easily accessible, easy to switch between the 2 patterns. You have the Case H pattern. You can also swap over to the ISO pattern to where all your functions on driver in one hand and the boom and bucket operations are in the other. Keyless start on this machine. Very easy to work. Again, we used to have the 4 buttons. You'd have to press power, start, then the operate button was here. Now you have a large press to operate button. Now your hydraulics are unlocked. You can dial in your RPMs on this machine. You can set them up for the task at hand. And then you still have your foot throttle at the bottom. You have your front and side and rear view light switch here. So one of the other features on the new B series compact track loaders and skid loaders, Case has changed the ergonomics of their joystick controls to be more user friendly. Instead of up and down, you have side to side auxiliaries with detent both ways. You have your bucket float, and then you have a park button which locks your machine from moving, but does not lock out your hydraulics. So you still have function of your arm and bucket. If you were on a side slope, this machine would stay in a steady position. So moving over to the left joystick, you have your horn button on the front. You have your turtle and rabbit speed for this 2-speed machine. When you have it in rabbit speed, you will have an indicator light here will light up. You have a beacon light on this machine for city and county workers. They require a beacon light. Turn that on. This is your creep mode that we talked about earlier on the LCD screen. Hit that switch, it pops up on your screen. You can set your snail mode, which is basically a cruise control. This is your bucket level. When this switch is on, when you have material in your bucket, it'll stay level while you're raising. So again, easy entry and exit out of this machine. This machine at this point comes with greaseless bushings. We don't have grease ports here. So when you're getting in and out, you're not going to get grease all over your pants. Easy to step in and out of your low threshold. Again, with Case's new B series, easy to operate, easy to change, customer interface, the comfort and quality that Case has put into these machines. Why wouldn't you choose Case? With the aggressive pricing that Case and ASCO have for you, as low as 0% financing, low interest rates. Let ASCO be your partner. ASCO prides itself in keeping our customers up and running. We have a keep you going program where you're never down more than a couple hours. We get you a machine, yours is down, so we can get yours repaired. That way you're not losing time and not making any money. Again, my name is Casey Whitfield. I'm with ASCO Equipment. Come see us and let us get you signed up.